On one summer night in July 1969, something happened that had never happened before in the history of humankind. Not a war ending, not a coronation, not a goal in a World Cup final. Never before had a nation stopped everything work, traffic, dinner to watch two men do something no one had ever done walk on another world. It started days earlier, on July 16th, when a rocket taller than a 36-story building lifted off from Florida. Inside were three astronauts: Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Only two of them would actually walk on the moon. The third, Michael Collins, would stay in orbit alone, circling above, waiting. Not only was he 240,000 miles from home, he was also, for parts of his orbit, completely cut off from radio contact with Earth. When his capsule passed behind the moon, no human being in history had ever been more alone. Here is the part that surprises almost everyone. The computer guiding the lunar module to the surface had less processing power than the calculator app on your phone. Rarely has so much been achieved with so little. Engineers had to write code by hand, punch it onto cards, and triple check every line, because there was no room for error and no way to fix mistake once they were 240,000 miles from the nearest repair shop. As the lunar module descended, alarms started going off. Program alarms, fuel running low. Mission control on Earth held its breath. Only when the words "the Eagle has landed" crackled through the radio did the room erupt. Ground engineers in short-sleeved shirts and thick glasses hugging each other and crying. A few hours later, the hatch opened. Armstrong climbed down the ladder, and a grainy black and white camera sent his image nearly 250,000 miles back to Earth. An estimated 600 million people watched it live, roughly 1 out of every 6 humans alive at the time. Not only was it the largest television audience in history up to that point, it was also, for many countries, the very first live broadcast ever received from another world. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Meanwhile, above them, Michael Collins watched from orbit, unable to see the landing himself. He later said that of all the humans in history, he might have been the only one who couldn't see the Earth and his own crewmates walking on the moon at the same time. Had the mission gone wrong on the surface, it would have been Collins who flew home alone. NASA had even prepared a speech for the president, in case the astronauts never made it back. Not until decades later was that speech even made public. Thankfully, no one ever had to read it. More than 50 years later, that footprint is still up there. No wind, no rain, no one to disturb it. Little did those engineers know, hunched over their punched cars and slide rules, that they weren't just landing a spacecraft. They were giving every person watching, then and now, proof that impossible is just a word we use before someone does it anyway. So, here's a thought worth sitting with. What's the moon landing of your own life? The thing that looks impossible right now, but might just be one small step away.